Hey Barons, this is Dr. Mooney. Today is Sunday, May 31st. I want to begin my weekly message by sharing a little bit more about the impact of the Twitter messages that were floating around on Friday and are still on the internet this weekend. In light of everything that's going on in the nation and internationally, the impact of these messages is tremendous, and we are committed as a school to making sure that we promote tolerance and that we deal with injustice, and we do not turn a blind eye to that. We are in the process of continuing to investigate the situation and will deal with everything that we can possibly deal with, including attempting to educate everyone involved as possible. It is not an easy time right now, but we are continuing to look at that. I do want to share in my message today, I'll be talking about cap and gown distribution, graduation, the town hall meetings that were held last week, along with some information about local summer programs, the retrieval of student belongings, and some information about this week's MCPS message. I want to begin with cap and gown distribution. Earlier this week, I sent out a message regarding cap and gown distribution. That information has also been posted on the BCC website. Please take a few minutes to review that. We will be distributing caps, gowns, and other graduation materials on Monday, tomorrow, from 9 to 3 p.m., and on Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Please refer to the information that was provided in terms of the logistics. We also, at that time, will be collecting student materials that students have borrowed from schools, such as textbooks, calculators, media center materials, sports uniforms, band instruments, any of that sort. We will be collecting at that time. Also want to share some additional information or follow up on information about graduation. As I shared before, MCPS will be hosting a virtual universal graduation next Sunday, June 7th at 6 p.m. That will be broadcast on local television as well as streamed online and available on the MCPS website. The BCC individual graduation will be on Monday, June 8th at 4 p.m. and that will be accessible via the BCC website as well as MCPS TV. I will share specific information later this week on how to access those shows, and it will be available to the entire BCC community. The BCC graduation specifically will include many of the typical elements that we have in a normal BCC graduation, including student speakers, staff speakers, a calling of student names, as well as a tassel turning and a processional. So please look forward to enjoying that, as it is as normal as we can make it under these circumstances. I also want to remind everyone that we will be having an in-person celebration as soon as circumstances allow us to join together in large groups. I also want to remind everyone that earlier this week we hosted town hall meetings for each grade level, 9th grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade. All of those meetings were recorded and have been posted on YouTube. They're accessible via my channel, and you can go and look at that. The PTSA also posted on the listserv some of the highlights from each meeting so that parents can have a quick look at those things and you don't have to sit and watch the entire meeting. We will begin offering our local summer programs at BCC, and there are some traditional local summer programs that are very popular, including our college essay workshop. If students have an interest in participating in any of our local summer programs, I encourage them to reach out to their counselor or to their grade level administrator as soon as possible. Last week I mentioned that we will begin returning student belongings as soon as possible. We still do not have more information on that process, but we do know that we will begin the process of cleaning out lockers and labeling student items and getting all of that together next week. And then we will be communicating exactly how that pickup will be arranged, and we will only be asking people to come who have items to return and items to pick up. And finally, I want to encourage everyone to take a few minutes and read the MCPS community message that went out today. That message includes important information about summer school, specifically the enrichment programs that will be offered, and shares that summer school programs will start on July 13th, which is several weeks later than they normally start. I hope that you all find peace in your day and that you are enjoying the weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.